Bitcoin and Ethereum chart looks like a disaster. Oh my God. Wait until you see what I have to show you. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good at all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. Yes, the chart may look bad today, but hey, you know what? In the long run, Bitcoin and Ethereum will do well. They will be the currency that people use in the future. It's going to be a battle, of course, with different companies, making it very difficult for us to trust them. But yes, we'll get through all of this, and Bitcoin and Ethereum will reign supreme. Don't worry about it, right? With all the FUD and all the news and stuff like that that's going around, it's not really that important in the long term. So make sure you buy and hold some Bitcoin, because that's where it's at. And you can do so at bybit.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com, femex.davincij15.com, and other exchanges. Links are in the description below. Choose the exchange that's best suited for you, because some of them require KYC now. So yeah, you might have to choose between the many of them. All right, well, speaking of buy and hold, let's get on with this particular news article, right? Bitcoin increasingly being used as a buy and hold asset, asserts Bitfinex report. Okay, so Bitcoin has turned higher this week, recording a modest 2% gain. Well, you know, that went away real fast, which we'll see in the charts later on. While the largest crypto asset continues to languish below several key levels, the holders' accumulation over the past several weeks suggests that it's increasingly being used as a buy and hold asset. Yes, people, there's 13.27 million Bitcoin that has not moved in over a year. That means people have bought it, put it away, and not moved it. I like that. This is a positive thing. And as this number continues to grow, this number is actually on the curve where it can't increase anymore rapidly. So approximately when we get to the halving, you'll see this will be at 20 million, and then that's it. I mean, there's only a million more to add. And so as this increases, right, this will stay the same, around 20 million. So imagine that, what the prices are going to be like when that happens. Yeah, nutsoid. Just remember one thing for me. Do not try to earn interest on your Bitcoin. Because let's think about that for a second, right? If you want to earn interest on your Bitcoin, if you try to earn interest on your Bitcoin, and this number goes higher, and the 20 million that are out there continues around 20 million that are available, and this gets up to, like, 15, 16 million held Bitcoin that haven't been moved. Where are you going to get the interest rate payments from Bitcoin, paid in Bitcoin? Please explain that to me. How are people going to give you interest, 2%, 1%, even 0.5%, when there's so many people who are just holding their Bitcoin and not spending it, not moving it? Yeah, that's right. It doesn't exist. So please don't be a fool, right? Don't fall for that. Yes, of course it will work for a while, because there will be another company that does, for sure, provides interest, gives you interest on your Bitcoin, but don't get fooled. It is not sustainable. You will lose out in the end. And you don't know when it's going to end, that carousel is going to end. Just make sure you don't join it. You don't join any of those places where you're trying to earn money on your Bitcoin, or you're trying to basically lend out your Bitcoin. So, for example, borrow against your Bitcoin is a bad idea as well, because they will move the price down in order to liquidate you. So do not do those certain things, and just buy, hold, and then when it's time, if you like, to buy something, sell some of your Bitcoin in the next bull run as it goes higher and higher. Okay, with that said, before I go on to the next news article, I want to interject a little bit of news for you because I have other channels. I have a German channel, I have a Russian channel, I have a Spanish channel. So check them out. The links are in the description below. And my German channel got a strike, and you wouldn't believe how it got the strike. Here's the video right now. Okay, so guys, you wouldn't believe this. My German channel has gotten a strike. What has this gotten a strike for? Well, let's click on this active community guidelines, or there it is. It is the one where I was talking about don't eat bugs. The fact that I've asked you not to eat bugs is giving what? Medical misinformation. So, what the Germans are trying to say is that you should be eating bugs because it's safe and good for you. Oh wow! Oh wow! This is a beautiful piece of information. I'm here joined with Bjorn. He's doing the translation of my German channel. Say hi to the audience here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yes, he has his own channel. Do you have your own English channel, right?
Yes, B for crypto.
Okay, why don't you bring that up so everybody can take a look. So yeah, he's got his own crypto channel. He does also translations for my channel, and yeah, when I saw this, when he pointed this out, I was like, what the heck? That's crazy. Here, bring up your channel. So here is Bjorn's channel if you want to check it out, right? He's doing very well. He's got 1,450 subscribers, right? And he's got a lot of videos out there. So hey, check it out. New channel to add to your subscription list on crypto.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Well, we'll continue with the news for today. So my next news article is going to be the crypto wallet provider Ledger delays key recovery service after uproar. Yes. Okay. So this is a big problem, right? Since a lot of people have been protesting about this, right? Following harsh criticism from the crypto community, hardware wallet provider Ledger delays release of key recovery feature. And in a letter to users, Ledger CEO Pascal Guether, I don't know, whatever, wrote that the firm won't introduce a new feature before releasing the code for it. The company also scheduled a Twitter Space session for yesterday to discuss the issue. That's good. That's good. All right. This new feature will require KYC. And yes, I agree. Like, for example, let's just say they put in the firmware. You have to accept sending out your private key from the device. So basically, the device will not send out the private key, right? As you hold on to it and you click on it and you go, oh, send the private key now? No. You could say yes or no, right? It's still a hold because someone can, in the future, figure out how to make that request and convince somebody to provide them with that private key. This is a big problem. This is a big problem because the average person, right, 50% of the population is not smart. So, armed with that knowledge, those people could accidentally give somebody access to their keys. This is a huge problem. You cannot do this. Your hardware wallet is supposed to be specifically designed not to give up the keys. Now, if you want to create a secondary piece of hardware that's called, key recovery service hardware, that's fine. It's a separate piece of software that's distinct and hardware that's distinct so that users can clearly say, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy that piece of hardware because I want to recover my keys. And this hardware I know is that, you know what, the keys will never leave. And no matter what, there is never a request available for the keys to be removed. And that is what I would recommend to every single user because it's more secure. Fair enough? I think that's the way it should be done. Now, open sources putting this open source, all it does is ensures that, if they made a mistake, would catch it, right? Developers would catch it, right? So for them to just, right now they have it closed source and they have like some team actually review it. An internal team sometimes misses things, or else, external programmers, they will go and come up with amazing workarounds that they just missed. So this is good news, partial good news. At the same time, I don't think they really understand the concept of this, how bad this is, to put this on all their devices. Basically, it shouldn't exist on all their devices. It should be on a separate device. Okay, U.S. is losing to the Bitcoin movement, Kathy Woods says. Kathy Woods also refers last year's dramatic collapse of the crypto exchange FTX, saying, "Prove the concept of Bitcoin." Yes, that's true. Taking possession of your money, not holding it at an exchange, which acts as effectively as a bank, proves the concept of Bitcoin that it is far better money than what you're currently using. Of course, with all the regulatory nonsense that the government is doing in the United States, they are actually causing all the businesses to leave, to go to Singapore, for example. Right now, Coinbase is planning to expand in Singapore. And yeah, that will continue to happen so long as the SEC and the government continues to be draconian. If you don't know who Kathy Woods is, she runs ARK Investment, and she was the butt of all jokes during the last year's bear market. Do you remember this? This is Kathy Woods here. Rich MILF gambles her money on unprofitable ghost charts and gets pounded by the Fed. That meme was being passed around heavily. The Pornhub picture. Yes, it was hilarious. She had to survive that onslaught. Oh boy, poor lady. Okay. Millions of worth of Bitcoin and Tether used to pay Chinese companies involved in fentanyl crisis, says Elliptic. Okay, so this article is talking about how, both USD and Bitcoin are used, USDT, Tether, is being used to purchase fentanyl, a drug that causes a lot of death through overdose, more so than anything else. It's a very dangerous drug. You shouldn't be using it. If you do use it, you should really consider getting some help right away. But drugs will be always part of our society for a long time. I think they should be legalized, and anyone who uses it should, be helped. Basically, either the public, it should be public knowledge that, hey, you're getting these drugs, and so that people who care about you can actually help you get you off these drugs, and it shouldn't be hidden. It shouldn't be like a dark thing. The public, individuals like ourselves, should be helping other people get off these dangerous drugs, even though it should be free and legal to purchase them. And there are dangerous, but we need to. A lot of things in our world is dangerous, and we need to educate people to not use them, right, or use them properly. So this is just trying to outline that crypto is better payment for criminals. Yes, it is, because it's harder to track, and you can't stop the transactions. And you might say, well, that's a horrible thing about Bitcoin, but actually it's a positive thing, because we don't want governments to decide what people can do, because then they will tell you, hey, you need to wear a mask, you need to get this chemical shot put inside of you that's gonna kill you. That would be bad. So yeah, we don't want them to force us to do things and control our money, which they did in Canada. They prevented people from using wealth in order to protest, because they didn't want to do all those crazy things. Just to be fair, they were right, since a lot of people have died, and now we stopped all that, and COVID's still here. Oh boy. So Bitcoin surpasses Solana to become second most popular NFT blockchain. Wow, that's amazing. It's right behind obviously Ethereum, right? Killing Solana. I'm not 100% sure if it is a good idea for us to use. I think it's BRC20, but you know what? We'll let the market decide because it's using up a lot of transactions, right? We're having record transactions on the Bitcoin network, but hey, it seems to be handling it well. So, and the fees are still not that high, so that's a good thing. I feel bad for Solana. It was kicking butt before, but now a new crypto's in town, or old one is in town. And has taken over by storm the NFT market, right? Beating out all other chains that have been designed for specifically for improving speed and use case of NFTs, which is amazing that Bitcoin has done that. Whether or not it's a spam, let's let the market decide. Okay, let's get on to the TA. This is a disaster. I was looking for a W and there wasn't one. If you look down on the lower time frame, there was no W's to be seen. There was only M's as we went down. There was a started with this W, but then it was too early. I just thought, okay, forget it. I'm not going to take that one. And boom, yeah, I was right. And yeah, looking for another W, and poof, nothing came. And boom, it was a disaster. This is actually a failed move, which could produce a fast move in the opposite direction. We should have had the fast move already, so I'm assuming that's not the case. So we have to be careful here. Bitcoin might be psyching out both the longs and the shorts, and then finally go higher. So be careful here. Make sure you set your stops tightly and accept whatever direction the market goes. You cannot predict the market 100% accuracy with technical analysis. You can only do it on an average basis, getting around 60 to 70% accuracy. As you can see, I should have stuck with the my call saying, hey, if we get over 27,550, that's where you would go long. It was a little bit premature. We were just below it. I just thought this was a good breakout level, but I knew that this breakout level up here at 27,550 was better than the 27,316, and yep, I was right on the money, and boom, we failed. This is now created probably a new trend line, so we might have a new trend line down here, secondary trend, and yeah, that's where we're at. Break of the lower level. What's it? The 26,522 indicates that we could be breaking down. Most likely, this is a direction, but Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin can kick butt at any point in time. But generally, we are testing the lower levels too many times, so that means we are most likely to break it. So you have to accept what that's going to entail. Ethereum, it looks even worse. You can see we clearly broken above the last resistance level, held above the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour, and just could not hold it until finally, boom, it just broke down. And yeah, we're now below the EMA ribbon, indicating negative sentiment here, and that's not good. Not good on the 4-hour. Looking at the daily, probably not good either. There, we're trying to get the band to bend upwards, and it failed. So again, this could turn into a failed move because a fast move in the opposite direction. It didn't happen that way, but based on a daily time frame, that would be another red candle, big red candle down here would turn it into a fast move, of course, on the daily time frame, and bring us down rapidly to approximately at least to the 1734 that we can see some resting here, and then maybe even lower as low as the 61.8 at 14.81, 1481. So that's brutal, but that's a possibility at this point in time that we have to accept with Ethereum and Bitcoin breaking down. This is a nightmarish scenario, but hey, you know what? In the end, right? Even though Bitcoin could go as low as 25K and maybe even lower as 20K, and eventually we will be back above our all-time highs after the next halving, which is next year, of course. That's coming up for Bitcoin, which then signals the the beginning of the bull phase, where everything just goes up. And so be happy about that. That's just a year away. And yeah, then we are sunshines and lollipops. Make sure you're here for all of that. Pay attention to the market. Buy on the lows. Buy Bitcoin. Hold on to it for the lows, because it's going to be a nice ride up for you to own Bitcoin as it goes past its new all-time highs of $69,000. It's a beautiful thing. I've seen it so many times, and every time I do, it just gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling when you see new all-time highs after new all-time highs. It is a great thing to be a part of. Make sure you're a part of it. Again, if you've already been a part of it, and if you're not, boy, you're in for a treat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.